We all like a thrilling story, but how far can we go from the truth? Netflix pushed the boundaries in the new series Dahmer, so keep on watching to see what Netflix got right and what's not. Netflix brings you a wide variety of entertainment options to choose from. This includes fictional as well as real-life incidents. One such horrific story was brought before you about the infamous serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer. Even though the cinematography and depiction of the characters brought many thrills to capture the audience's attention, Netflix failed to depict the characters in their true essence. The mixed feedback from the audience acted as an obstacle to bringing the series to excellence. Let's find out the truth behind the fiction. Before that, make sure you subscribe to our channel to escape from future cannibal monsters. The core mistake Netflix made was that they did not provide full justice to the sources. A story can only be made from a base thread. What if you decide to go against it? Nancy Glass was one of the very few people who had a conversation with Jeffrey Dahmer. She found him to be very cooperative and forthcoming. Even with adequate materials and sources, Netflix decided to amp up the story with a little bit of spice and lies. On number 4, we have Dahmer stealing blood. In the series, Dahmer can be seen stealing a bag of blood and consuming it, whereas in reality, he had already confessed that he only tasted a bit of it and spat it out right away. From this, it's pretty much certain that Netflix failed to portray his cannibalistic nature strongly. Now is the right time to press the like button and the bell icon. Do you have an intuition that this is the beginning of hell? Well, it's worse than that. Joseph Gabrish and John Blazerzach were two characters who played the role of police officers. Dahmer drugged and brutally beat a 14-year-old boy named Conrek Synthesomphone to near death. The boy somehow escaped the hands of Dahmer, but the police officers returned him to Dahmer's apartment. They did not even care to ask the poor boy about his whereabouts. They blindly believed the lies fed by Dahmer. Number 3. The award ceremony of these two police officers. In the series, these two police officers were awarded for their excellent execution of official duty with efficiency, but in reality, there was no such award ceremony. Why did Netflix bring this add-on to the series? Comment down if you know the answer. Did no one ever suspect Dahmer? The character of Glenda Cleveland was portrayed as a suspicious neighbor who strongly doubted Dahmer. She tried to speak up, but nobody listened to her. However, Netflix mixed up two characters into one. Maybe this was done to bring more clarity to the audience and for easy track of characters. Pamela Bass and Glenda Cleveland were two separate characters, but they were blended up and their stories were told through Glenda alone. Glenda Cleveland's character blend is the second thing Netflix kept a secret from you. As number 1, we have a mix of specific scenes from different episodes. The horrific sandwich scene and the arrest of Glenda's beloved daughter were all somewhat made up by Netflix except for the 911 emergency dial to report the Conrek Synthesomphone incident. This was a massive deviation from the original incident from the side of Netflix. Critics find the series exceptionally magnificent, especially episode 6 of Tony Hughes, while the reporters who worked on the real Dahmer case believe that Netflix failed to bring accuracy to the series. There are other opinions against the negative depiction of police officers. Netflix made the series juicier and more apt for public consumption, but it failed to bring authenticity and a fair amount of reality into it. This made a lot of people heavily criticize the series. The whole series, even though it consisted of limited episodes, was heavily heartbreaking to watch, especially for the friends and family of the victims. It made them travel back to their trauma, which they would never even wish upon their worst enemy. The worst fear of all was the unwanted glorification of Dahmer. Netflix tried to bring out the emotions of the victims and created an empathetic effect in the hearts of the audience towards the victims. But no measures could prevent social media from glorifying Jeffrey Dahmer. Several parts of the series were taken out separately and passed on through social media, creating a solid fan base for this serial killer. This shows that a few groups of people missed out on the whole point of the series. This act shook us to the core. Many new social media stars even tried to dress up as Dahmer and even created a trend. Share this video with your friends and family who are into crime thrillers and murder mysteries. Stay alert for the next video.